Hi, it's Vicky here and welcome to the second day of my event featuring painting black. I'll be using this gorgeous stamp set and I'll make a flower card today. So first of all I'm using a couple of dies, a rectangular and a round one. I'm placing them on a white cardstock and when I'm happy with their placement I'm going to stick them down with some post-it note. Now these rectangles are both by Simon Says Stamp and they have a nice stitching all around. I have checked with my stamp that everything is nicely placed and now I can run it through my new die cutting machine. So yay, I have a new toy in my craft room. So anyway, I have cut out this frame now. And now I'm going to go ahead and create my card base. For my card base I'm using white cardstock which is heavy, that's 120 libras and I need it to be that thick so Copics will not bleed at the back. You'll see what I mean in a bit. And the card is a standard card that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm placing on top the panel and I'm making sure that I know exactly where this hole is going to fall. Now I'm ready to stamp my flowers, but first I want to make sure that this is going to be placed correctly. And that's why I'm using my Stamp-A-Magic. So I'm stamping all the transparency first. And now I'll decide where everything is going to go. Now what I'm going for is to have all three flowers slightly fall outside the ring. So once I'm happy with the placement, I'm going to stamp the flowers using Memento Tuxedo black ink. I'm using Memento just because I'll be using my Copic markers to color the image later on. I'm going to erase all the pencil marks of where that round shape was, and I'll also stamp the flowers again in a white piece of scrap paper, making sure that I have each flower twice. And now it's time to do some coloring. Today I'll be using my Copic colors and I will color all the flowers red. Now I'll be using 3 different shades of red. So my darkest one is R59, my medium one is R46 and my light one is R14. I am going to color only one petal for you since I'll be doing again the same process for all the petals. So I'm starting out with my light one. Then use my middle one and finally add some shading with the dark one, only at the bottom of the petal. And finally I'm blending everything together with my light color. This is just some basic Copic coloring, going from lighter to darker and then blending the colors with the lighter color. Now that all my flowers are ready, I'm using my scissors to cut out each and every flower. I'm making sure that I cut out just outside the black line and I'm taking my time to make sure that I'm cutting it nicely, but this is such an easy image that will not really make your life difficult. I'm also making sure that I get rid of the white edges by using my darker Copic color. And now that my flower is ready, you'll see how stunning it looks against the white background. And now I'm going to make those flowers pop, so I will be coloring and cutting out only the top petal from each flower. So again I'm using the same coloring technique, and once everything is colored I'll be using my scissors to cut them out. So here they are, flowers and petals all ready to go, but first I'll be using my YG06 to just add a bit of green on the stems. I just love how striking red is against white. The design is very clean and easy to do, but I just love how elegant the final result is. And although I am coloring with my Copic marker just on top of my card base, you can see that it doesn't bleed at the back just because it's 120 libras thick. You can find which cardstock I'm using linked on my supply list. And now I'm going to add some dots, red dots here and there around the stems, and then I'm ready to assemble my card. So first of all I'm going to add some foam tape at the back of this panel and stick it down. And while I'm doing that, just to let you know that Penny Black is sponsoring my event this week with a $25 shopping spree on their online store. Make sure to visit my blog to find out all the details on what you need to do to enter the giveaway, as well as to check out the supply list. And I just realized that I tend to grab my flower stamps lately, and that's not mystery. I'm so tired of winter. I just wish that spring will come one of these days finally. And now I'm assembling my card, so I'm making sure that I stick down the flowers. I am adding tape adhesive at the back of the flowers, only on one side, making sure that the flower will fall out of the ring. So it is actually three-dimensional. And then I'll do the same thing with the petals, making sure that they are also dimensional. I add just a bit of tape adhesive at the base of the petal and a small foam tape at the tip. By adding a small piece of tape adhesive under each petal, we'll make sure that they will not get squeezed once I mail them. Also notice that I stick each and every petal slightly offset, so it's not exactly on top of the same petal underneath. This creates the illusion that it's even more dimensional. And just because this is a clean and simple card, I think it needs some sparkle, and that's why I'm using my Wink of Stella glitter pen to add some shine on all the flowers. The sentiment I'll be using comes from the penny black stamp set called Kind Words, and I will be using my VersaFine black ink to stamp it. I also think that this design would make a great happy birthday or even a Mother's Day card. So that was the card for today. I hope you had fun and got inspired, and if you did, don't forget to leave me a comment as well as give me thumbs up on my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching.